with the three amigos do. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, if you notice the background and the dog and everything. Another continuation from... Hello. It's only when I hit record, she comes right in. She's like, oh, we're on. I am going to continue with kind of the, what we'd call the theory kind of thing. So just to recap, what we talked about so far is just, the roots on the E and A string with major, minor, and a 7 chord, which is kind of the world of dominant, is kind of a term that comes up. So real quick, we've got a chord. We'll pick a chord, a G chord. Here's G. Okay? So that is G with the root on the E string, but you can also play the bar chord version, root on the E string, E major shape. It's a G chord. You can hear it. Then G on the A string. 10th fret. You should just know, start to know that already. Found the root on the A string. Okay, so G major chord. A string root, A string looking shape. So that's G major. So we had right there. Alright, so that was a G chord. But let's say G minor though. Can't play it as an open chord really. So we root on the E string, G right there. We want minor now, so I plug in an E minor looking shape to get G minor. G on the A string, A minor shape, G minor. And just saying a chord and being able to have those different options. A minor to D minor to E minor. Combining them together and just start knowing it, because you're going to be able to do some cool, each one of those voicings has like its own little embellishments and its own little world that you can explore. Cool? Sound good?
Yeah.
Alright, so we just, put some progressions together. Hello. And now a 7 chord, okay? So we would use an E7 or an A7 shape. And so if I just said, how about C7? All right, that's one. Okay, so C7, open version of it. Oh, that's a C on the A string, so that means I could also play the A7 bar chord of it. So that's C7. Okay, then 8th fret is a C note. Found the root on the E string, plug in an E7 looking shape. So I'll just take my pinky off that major chord. Back to that C7 again. All the way up there. Cut that out. So you can actually take that just C7 shape and use that as a movable shape, actually, if you just avoid kind of the high E string. So that's a really cool one too, man. I'm telling you, check it out. A7 to D7. The root's right there on the A string, a D. So instead of this D7, you can play a C7 shape of it, right? Check it out. so that was the 7-chord world, right? Let's pick one more 7-chord.
One that made a lot of sense to me was A7, A7, because then it took. I didn't know it was an A7, man.
Right. So like just a regular A7 chord.
Then it shows me that.
You can see where that 12th fret is the starting over point, and now our fingers, serving as that nut, and then we plug in that A7 shape again. And that's why that is movable everywhere. Just like that. So that's the 7 chord. So then, you start putting together different, combinations of those chords. I said it before, but you take progressions that you already know, and then see if you can change the voicings of them. I think that's, really valuable. So let's say A minor to D minor to G. A minor to D minor to G. So A minor to D minor to G. And then C.